Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. Abe to look through my GF's phone. I found she's kinda cheating. Romantic, judged. Okay, I already know I'm the butthole to look through my GF's phone, but here's what went down. I feel so crazy and distraught. I hate myself and I want to just pretend this never happened. Could use a Thanos snap. My GF and I have been dating for 7 months. Lately her behavior was so odd. Super dry, not that interested. I see she's started following someone new on their Instagram. It was someone I didn't know. It was a guy. Normally I wouldn't react, but something told me that it was off. I just knew. So I asked her who he was and she said, oh, it's someone I used to know back in university. I started following them. And I went, oh okay, and she went, yeah, don't worry about it. Then she took a shower and I decided to creep. This is the convo I found through DM. My GF, hey smile, what's up? Him, why are you talking to me? I told you not to talk to me. Her, I want to check in on you. Him, no, not after you lied to me about Jack. We were exclusive. Stop talking to me. Her, but I wanna know what you're doing. Him, lol, let me guess, no other guy wants to deal with your bullshit? Her, no, I have a BF, I just want to see what you're up to. Him, then you shouldn't be talking to me. Stop playing dumb. It ended there. Now I know it's not cheating exactly, but I came clean to my GF and told her. She said not to worry about it, and the guy and her dated for like a month and he's totally irrelevant now. But if he's irrelevant, why did she follow him? Why did she message him? Because he's not following her back. He didn't message her. She reached out to him all playful. I went to bed that night and cried. I feel like she's lying. She won't tell me details about this so-called irrelevant relationship. She turned it on to me that I looked through her phone and found messages. Get that dude's number out of her PH, meet him and he'll tell you the truth. Something tells me she's a serial cheater. NTB. That's what I'm thinking too, and she's like, I'm just curious what he's up to, that's all. Is it a big deal to be curious? But that sounds like manipulation, does it not? She lied to her ex about Jack, she's lying to you about her ex. The rest is up to you. I'm definitely gonna reach out to this guy. This girl didn't even unfollow him. If it walks like a duck, it's a duck. Why reach out to him? She's cheated in the past and she's borderline stalking this guy. I don't think he can give you any more clarity. Everyone's going to downvote this comment, but I can literally see someone and tell if they're a cheater. I can always spot a cheater. It's like a gift. If you want me to look for you, I'd be happy to. PM me. Trust me. It sounds crazy, but I'm never wrong out of hundreds of times. Everyone I know comes to me with pics of their new girlfriends. Why don't any women ever show you their new boyfriends? His gift only works on women. Oh, and the less clothes they wear, the more accurate he is. I posted an update because it was too long for a comment. Seems like so much extra work to try and find out the truth. She wasn't even honest the first time you asked her who this guy even was, even though he knows she's a liar. You've only been dating 7 months, why even continue to waste your time? Yeah, I feel like it's pretty obvious and the answers are right in front of me, TBH. Keep her obviously, and yes, you shouldn't have invaded her privacy. My policy is, if you're at the point where you're snooping, there's no trust there no matter whether you find something or not. Yeah, I definitely knew it was wrong of me to do that, but at least now I know she's suspicious, even though I found out in an unethical way. I mean, if you hadn't found anything that time, do you really think you'd feel relieved and trusting of her? Probably not. You'd just check again. Yeah, exactly. I've probably known deep down she was a cheater but never admitted it to myself, and it shows in unhealthy ways. Bro, here's a life tip, totally learned the hard way. Believe me, whenever you feel like you need to snoop in someone's phone, you will find something you don't want to find. You already know something's wrong, that's why you have the need to snoop. When it's right and things are going well, you won't feel any need to snoop. This really isn't working, and if you can just accept it, you'll actually feel better and let yourself move on. Eep. The end doesn't justify the means, but she's still dump worthy. Get rid of her, bro. Just saying, Insta is for following anyone. If it riles you up when any of your GFs follows someone on Insta you don't know, you're gonna have a bad time. Oh, I know. I'm very aware and normally I wouldn't care, but this time I just felt off about it. I'd cry. But now that I'm single I'm gonna try and work on my trust issues as well as maybe finding ways to spot partners I can trust. Natar. Do you know Jack? The conversion makes it sound like she's a liar. Don't let her make you feel guilty about looking through her phone. If she had nothing to hide, it wouldn't matter. And if you really don't trust her and you're willing to ask her ex what the story is, cause she won't just be honest and tell you, or if it's too personal and hard to tell you what happened, which I don't think it is in this case, otherwise she wouldn't be reaching out to her ex, maybe it's time to rethink the relationship. Edit for clarification. I have no idea who Jack is. NTB. Dating is the wild wild west these days. It's never been easier to cheat or monkey branch, look it up. Being in a serious relationship with someone who thinks this behavior is acceptable is a waste of time. Does it matter? Sure, it's kinda BF, but honestly you need to protect yourself instead of worrying if you were an ass or not. I'd say just ditch her honestly, it really sounds like it isn't worth it. Maybe go meet that guy to kinda sate your curiosity and have something to look back on to make you never go back to her. I already spoke to the guy. I'm single now. It was kinda worse than I thought. Even good luck. This is going to suck for a bit, my man. Yeah, I contacted the dude, she's been stalking him for a year. The bigger red flag is that she's obviously a cheater and doesn't leave people alone. This is what I think is the worst part. She doesn't take no as an answer, and it's a little weird to contact people 6 years later. She probably sees people who reject her as a challenge. Abe update. Possible cheating girlfriend. Thank you for your advice. Yes, she's cheating. Romantic. First of all, thank you to everyone for being kind but also honest with me that it was wrong to look through her phone. I appreciated the empathetic but also unbiased opinion towards my situation. I realized it was wrong to look through her phone. I shouldn't have. If you're considering doing that, don't. It didn't make me feel good after. However, this situation is worse than I actually thought. So I messaged the guy she was messaging, but wouldn't tell me who he was, as some of you recommended, and I was surprised to get a response within like 5 minutes. He provided me with screenshots and evidence that essentially my now ex-GF was basically harassing him online. They dated for 4 months and at around 3 months they became exclusive. Twice, during this time of exclusivity, she invited another guy, Jack, over and slept with him and he left. Then 2 hours later, invited the BF over. She did this on 2 occasions. He found out through Jack as they both shared the same lab together. So he left her. He felt he was made to be a fool sleeping in her bed after she had sex with someone else after giving exclusivity. This was actually 6 years ago. But for the past year, my GF has been messaging her ex trying to get his attention. She deleted all previous conversations, since he was ignoring her, although he had told her when they broke up he didn't want to hear from her, and I only saw the one, but finally he confronted her and basically decided to duck off. He tried to ignore her hoping she'd get the message, but every 3 months or so my GF would just keep DMing him. Then he told her off and blocked her. I broke up with my now ex-GF. Not only is she a cheater, but seems very fixated on this guy. It has been a crazy 10 hours. But the worst part is over. Good for you. Wish I could have seen her face when you dumped her cheating ass, smiley face, smiley face. She tried to make it look like he was obsessed with her, and I was like, do you realize you're the one messaging him? You're the one adding him after he told you he doesn't want anything to do with you? And she didn't say anything. I blocked her so she won't message me 6 years later too, although probably not, cause it seems I'm the backup dude. If someone makes you a backup, leave them right away. I'm sorry this happened to you. She is not a bullet, but a weapon of mass destruction that we could never find in the 80s and 90s. Block her from everything. I'm doing the thing you shouldn't be doing and comparing myself to him. What was it about him that made her still want him after 6 years? I will never know. Possibly it's because he's the one that ended it and pushed her away before she was ready to end things. Maybe not something in particular about him, but rather that she hadn't used him up and moved on, so she isn't over it yet, because that's the relationship that never really ended to her. Totally this. I reckon before she met him she was the one dumping and moving on. Getting dumped and then being told to back off probably is infuriating for her if she thrives on attention. She does love attention. I bet she's super pissed off we both blocked her now, lol, now she's got no one. This sounds really likely TBH. I totally understand your hurt and feeling like you weren't good enough, but just know that this has been a pattern for her and does not reflect your own worth as a BF. It sounds like she is someone who enjoys having the attention of multiple guys, either due to her own insecurities or narcissism. The fact that she cheated on this other guy proves that it wasn't because of you. I'm sure she would have done this regardless of whoever she ended up dating, so please don't beat yourself up about this. You will find a girl one day that treats you right and deserves you. Thanks, smile. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.